What else do I have on top of the water? It's clean water. What else do I have on top of it?
Air.
Air. Correct. Air. And if I flip it, the gravity is going to pull it down, right? It's very simple. And I need to prevent that by happening by covering it with something, correct? But this lid doesn't really stick to it. It's not the correct size. So what's going to happen, once I cover it with this lid and remove my hand from under the lid, what do you think is going to happen?
Air tightens.
Huh?
It tightens the air.
So
Like just if flip.
is it going to fall or no?
No.
Why?
It will
Yeah.
What's the science behind this? Nothing is going to happen because once I flip it, a tiny bit of water will go out. And that will create a bit more space for the air molecules inside of the cup to expand, to socially distance, and create lower atmospheric pressure inside. Correct? So, air is a gas, and gases always want to move from high pressure to low pressure. This is why it's trying to go inside. The air is trying to go in, pushing the lid in place. It will always work. Now what do you think is going to happen if I fill it all the way to the top like so? What will happen now if I flip it?
the lid will fall. No.
Huh?
It will fall down.
What's going to happen?
It's full.
It will fall?
Yes.
Are we all sure?
Yes.
No? Someone said no. Why?
Yeah.
Now you have to explain. You cannot give me just a straight answer like so.
There is no page for
Science is
error.
working here.
That's why you are here.
Yes, and I will explain to you what's going to happen that is going to stay in place because there is a tiny bit of air inside. You see that? They cannot get rid of this air. No matter how hard I try, some air will sneak in once I put the lid in place. And it will always work. Air is trying to go in because the low pressure is inside. And if I give it more pressure like so, it will fall. Right? Because I applied more pressure than the air is applying. Now I have here this egg. And if I throw this egg, what's going to happen to it?
Broken.
Huh?
Broken.
Nothing?
Broken.
It will break.
It should break, right? But nothing will happen to it because it's made out of rubber. Now where do rubber eggs come from?
Egg.
Rubber eggs, where do they come from?
Rubber tree.
Rubber chickens, right? But really, in fact, rubber comes from rubber trees, okay?
Yeah.
So if I throw it away, gravity will pull it to the floor and air resistance will slow it down. Yeah? So, if we were in space, there is no gravity and no air, and I throw it away, what's going to happen?
It will
Broken. Broken.
It's not going to float because I didn't just leave it there. It will float if I just leave it there. But if I throw it away, what's going to happen to it? Huh?
Broken.
It's going to keep moving forever because of its inertia. Inertia is going to act upon it. Because of its inertia, it's going to keep moving forever. That's the first law of motion that says a still object would remain still and a moving object will keep moving unless acted upon by external force. That's the first law of motion.
Okay. Drop the egg.
Why would I drop it?
I want to see it.
It will break or
I
not?
showed you that it will not break. It's
It's
made out of
rubber.
rubber.
It's
Okay?
not the real one.
So, using inertia, how can I get the egg inside of the water with one move and one hand without damaging anything? Can anyone tell me what's going to happen to it? How can I do it? Any idea? Any idea? How can I get it inside of the water with one move? How? It's really simple. All I have to do is push them out of the way. Because of inertia, it's a still object. It wants to remain still. It's going to fall into the water. It works all the time. That's the laws of physics. We cannot break the laws of physics, right? So, we've all seen this before. People pulling the tablecloth, creating disasters at dinner. But I'm gonna do it without damaging anything. In which direction should I pull it? Can anyone tell me? To my direction?
Yes.
That will not be so fast. There is a faster
Maybe
way
the diagonal?
that is more certain, which is downwards.
Downward.
All the time it works because of inertia and because I pulled it to the direction of gravity. So it will remain in place. And the secret is that it's very smooth. Does not create enough friction to pull the plates. Because of their inertia, they're heavy, they will remain in place. What do you think is going to happen if I pull it upwards? They're going to fall to the other side. That's correct, because for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And we can see here on Newton's cradle this law. It's very simple. What's happening is that the force transfers from one ball to the other until it reaches the last one, which does not have a barrier to stop it. Yeah? What will happen if I move two?
Two will. Other two will.
Exactly. The other two will move. And if I take three,
All together it will move.
how many will move? What do you think?
I feel all will move. Like maybe three.
What do you think? Huh? Two? No. Three will move. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, and they're all the same weight. Three will move. And if I move four, how many are going to move?
Four.
All? No.
Four.
Four are going to move. They're not focused. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. To move them all, I have to push them all.
Yeah.
Right? It's really simple. So, the last thing I want to show you here is the most interesting, because scientists until today still don't know the reason why do these beads defy gravity and they go upwards before they fall to the floor. They say because of inertia it's going to keep moving. They say because of gravity they're going to fall down. But why would they defy gravity and do this? Nobody knows why.
Wow.
Until now, scientists are still trying to discover the reason behind this. That was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of